Hi guys, in this video I will give you a complete idea about how traditional machine learning works before 2020, then how generative AI and LLM and all that started and coming into the picture, how people get familiar with the Gen AI, then how retrieval augmented generation work and that in this video. And ahead of that, we will get a complete understanding about the agentic AI in this video so that you can create some good agents with the help of what we are going to discuss in this video. This is going to be the complete video which will have all the content that you need to learn about AI, that will give you a complete overview or understanding about the generative AI, machine learning, then LLM, then RAG chatbots. Then we will discuss about agents, that autonomous agents and how tool calling work there. We will discuss each and everything in this video. I want you to be till the end of this video, and I promise you will get a complete understanding about all of these topics. If you want us to deep dive on any of this specific topic, you can comment in the comment box. By the way, this is our first masterclass that we had promised on this channel. So let's get started without further ado. So now we are on our screen and let's get started with all this. About 2020, this is how traditional machine learning looks like, which has the first step where you will understand about the fundamentals of machine learning. You will understand about the maths essential that you need to learn that we have discussed. Then you need to understand about the Python. Python is the best programming language with which you can get started your machine learning journey. This is how Python looks like, and then you'll understand about the libraries that Python had for the data handling, that is NumPy and Pandas. You will get hands-on over these libraries with the help of videos we have created on this channel. You can go and watch the videos in which we have discussed about all the concept of NumPy and Pandas along with the commands that you need to implement to handle the data. Then what you will do, you will understand about the data and prepare data. The first step comes in this step is collect data. You will collect data from the different sources with the help of APIs. What? With the help of APIs, with the help of web scraping, you will collect data from the different sources. So this is the first step, our data collection. Then you will do exploratory data analysis with the help of libraries that you have, that are NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. You will understand about the data. Then you have to do data cleaning. You have to remove the null values. Then you have to fill the values where there is no value. You with the average value or mean value of the data. That's how you do data cleaning. You remove the irregularities in the data and you remove the columns that has no interest in that one machine learning model. That's how you will do. You will handle the missing values there. You will do the feature engineering. You will change the column name and keep the values between 0 and 1 so that your ML will work completely on the basis of the data that you have provided, and accuracy will improve when you do feature engineering and all that. You will do trend test split. What it is, you have to divide your data into the 80 ratio 20 so that when you train your machine learning model, you will use 80% of the data. And when you get a completely generated model with an accuracy of, let's say, 70%, then what you will do, you will use this 20% of the data and test your model here with this 20% data. Then you will do scaling and encoding to increase the capacity of your model. That's how the second step works there. Then in third step, you will get an hands-on over core ML algorithm. This is the pretty interesting step if you are ML enthusiast. In this step, you will understand about the core ML algorithm. You will get on all of these algorithm: linear regression, then logistic regression, then decision tree. Decision tree is the classification algorithm. What I would say, classification. This is how you do traditional machine learning, or these are your algorithms. What is a random forest? Random forest is also a classification algorithm. Then you have SVM, support vector machine, then naive then k nearest algorithm. It is also a classification algorithm. And you can see there are some regression algorithm, there are some classification algorithm. Clustering is also a classification algorithm. You will get hands-on over these core ML algorithms in this step. Then what you have to do, you have completed your exploratory analysis. You have done with your machine learning model with the help of all these algorithms. And now the important pictures comes, that is model training and model evaluation. What it is to train your model based on the data that you have collected and based on the algorithm that you have chosen here, whether it is about classification problem, whether it is about regression problem. You will train your model and you will cross validate your model with the help of the test data that you have. Okay, with the help of test data that you have, you will cross validate your model. Then you will consider these evaluation metrics on the model that you have created. That first, accuracy, then how much accurate your model is providing 90% accuracy or above, then that model is pretty good model. If it is providing the accuracy below 90%, then you have to retrain your model and use different algorithm. Like first of all, you have used linear regression and you are getting almost 70% of the accuracy, then what will you do? You will choose logistic regression, then your accuracy will increase. Then you have to change the algorithm for your machine learning model. So that's how the accuracy helps you to get the best model there. Then precision and recalls are there. Then F1 score is there, which you will get with the help of some commands. If you want us to discuss about all those commands, put a comment in the comments. We will discuss about that one specific topic in detail as much as possible. Then confusion matrix will provide you all of these matrices in one command. Confusion matrix is something which consists all of the accuracy data and all of your precision score and all of your F score. Everything you will get with the help of some commands. Then the final step comes into the picture, that is about deployment and a real world use case, how it works. You have to save your model with the help of pickle files are there. Pickle files are something which consist of your model. Then you have to import those pickle file into your Visual Studio Code, or I would say VS Code. You all are aware about the VS Code. You have to import your pickle files into the VS Code. From there you will get your model into some files. Then you have to build a front end, because you want somebody to use your model. So how will you do that one thing? You can do that one thing with the help of pickle files and a front end. What front end really is? Front end is something where user interact. Okay, front end is something where user interact. How user will interact? Your user can enter the data and understand what your ML algorithms and ML model is doing, and it is providing results on the front end. That's where you will save your model. You will build a simple app with the help of Streamlit and Flask. Flask is used for the backend building in Python, and Streamlit is used for front-end building in Python. Okay, so you will get an hands-on over Streamlit and Flask to deploy your model, so that real world people can use your model, and you will get an understanding about how the model work in the real life, and people can use what you have created. You can deploy that model with the help of Hugging Face or Streamlit in the starting of your journey. This is how the deployment of the model looks like. You will monitor and improve your ML model with the help of the analysis that you will get on these deployment pages or sites, I would say. So this is how the complete workflow of ML algorithm looks like. Let's discuss about this algorithm workflow, ML project workflow in just quick discussions. So let me choose laser pointer here. So first you will collect data here. What you will do, you will collect some data. Then you will do data exploration. Then you will do pre-processing of the data and feature engineering in the third step. Then you will do model training. Then evaluation is there, and iterate and improve. If you are not getting the required accuracy of 90% or above, what will you do? You will just go on data collection part. You will repeat all of these steps till you get 90% of the accuracy. Then deployment part comes into the picture. This is how the complete ML project workflow looks like. I hope you get a clear understanding about everything that we have discussed so far in this video. And I want you to be comment one thing, that we are learning something, we are getting an complete understanding over the things. Then I wanted to discuss some tools that you will use during your ML workflow, or I would say the project workflow that you need to learn. The first tool that you need to learn, that is Python. What is this? It is Python. You need to understand about the Python first, and you have to learn about how to put commands, how to take inputs there, and how to use loops there, how to use conditional statements there. This is how you will learn Python. If you hadn't learned, we had created a complete playlist in which we have discussed the complete Python from the basic to the end in the minimum amount of time possible. You will get a complete hands-on over Python. Then you need to understand about NumPy and Pandas. We have videos for that also on our website. You need to visit Upskiller AI School. What it is, Upskiller AI School. You will get it from the comments. Then you need to learn about Matplotlib, Sevan. Sevan is a library which is used for data. I would say कि data के informations को निकालने के लिए use होता है. Then Matplotlib is used for plotting the graphs and getting the higher understanding about the data with the help of graphs and visualizing the data, I would say. Then scikit-learn is a library that you will learn. You will learn about Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is something which will give you functionality to write code about the ML algorithms and create machine learning algorithms with the help of Jupyter Notebook. What you can use alternative to this, that is Google Colab. What it is, Google Colab. Then you need to understand about the Flask and Streamlit for the deployment path. This is how tools that you will use in this ML journey. Let me change the zoom out first. So you will get an hands-on over all of this. Then you can get started with the small data set first, that is Iris data set, Titanic data set, and reproduce Kaggle kernels from there and solve more Kaggle problem. Kaggle is a platform like LeetCode is for the developers who solve DSA. Then similar platform is there for ML people who are learning machine learning and all that. You will get questions and practice material over Kaggle. So those who are interested in learning new, go to Kaggle and start practicing work on end-to-end projects from their video profile portfolio and share that on LinkedIn as much as possible. Tag us, tag any instructor from which you are learning. You will get a network from there. So these are your key tips and future understanding for the complete machine learning model or machine learning roadmap. I would say you get a complete understanding. I want you to drop one comment here. Whatever you learn from this video, just summarize that in the comment section so that the people who are coming to watch this video get a complete understanding about that. Bro, I got to learn this much a lot from this video. I want you to drop that summary in the comment section. That will help new students to get a guide. And if you like this video, what are you waiting for? Just drop a like, comment the best thing that you have liked about this video, and I want you to share this with your 2 to 3 friends so that we can get some subscribers on this channel. Because all right, if you got a clear understanding about traditional machine learning roadmap from this video, I want you to drop one comment, one beautiful comment, summarize this video or the one word that you wanted to comment for Upskiller AI School, and drop that one comment. I will meet you in the upcoming videos. Till then, keep learning, keep shining. It's Jai Hind, Jai Bharat from my side.